Hi guys, it's Hayley from Daily Dose of Darling, and I know I haven't made a video for a while, but that's because I actually got engaged. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I think those are the only two places I posted about it so far. I think I'm going to put a blog post up tomorrow about it, but yeah, if you're wondering what the ring is on my finger, I did get engaged to Doug over the weekend. If you want to see more about that, I do have a vlog channel. It's called Hayley Paige Vlogs, and I'll link that below as well. So yeah, that's exciting, but that's probably why I haven't made a video so far. But today I thought I would do a simple contour routine video because I did just pick up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette and I'm completely obsessed. So if you guys want to see a really simple contour routine, I'm going to do that for you today. You can definitely wear it on a daily basis or for nighttime look as well. So yeah, if you want to see that, then keep watching. Okay, so for today's simple contour routine, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I really like this kit because it's really affordable. It's only $40, which compared to the other kits out there, I feel like it's on the less expensive side, so I do like that. And you also get 6 different shades depending on, what you're doing. You get this color right here, which is just like a standard light powder. And this one is a banana or yellowish color, right for underneath your eyes to make your eyes pop. And then this one is kind of like a shimmery highlight. And the bottom 3 is for contouring depending on, what you want to do with your contours. For the majority of this tutorial, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blush brush. I'm not too picky with my brushes. Besides my foundation brushes and my beauty blender, I spend money on that. But as far as contouring, I think you can get away with using a cheaper brush. I think this one was either $1 or $3, but I feel like it gets the job done. Mainly just because it's tapered and it also fits nicely into the hollows of my cheeks, so it's not going to spread the product all over my face. I really want to be concentrated when contouring, so I think this is a great brush for that. So if you do want to find a bargain, I would recommend the e.l.f. blush brush, or they also have a really good tapering brush. So for me personally, I want to enhance the things on my face that I like the best. So I want to highlight my cheekbones, I want to make my lips a little bit more pouty, so I want to highlight my cupid's bow, and I also want to make my nose more defined, so I want to highlight the bridge of my nose as well. With contouring, you can do the same effect. You can enhance certain features or you can kind of take away from them. But personally, I like to contour my cheekbones to make them more prominent like everybody does. I have quite a big forehead. It's not too big, but I kind of want to shrink it down to size. So I like to take my contour on the tops of my forehead to kind of bring it in. And I also like to contour my nose to make it a bit more slimmer and my jawline more defined. So it's a really fun process and you can definitely play around with it. And honestly, with this palette, you really can't mess up. Always start with less product and build up as you go on. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this color from the palette, and it's just kind of like a muddy matte brown color. I'm going to take it on my blush brush and I'm just going to dab off the excess because if you pick up too much product, it's hard to take away. So then I'm going to start with my cheekbones. So right underneath my cheekbones, I'm going to kind of cave in the hollows of my cheeks. And as you can tell, it looks a bit stripy right now, but we're going to blend that in later. So I make sure to go up to my hairline just so there's no sharp edges, and about halfway to the corner of my lip. And one trick to contouring is where you hold your brush, or just kind of applying makeup in general that I've learned, is that if you hold your brush straight on your face, you're going to apply more pressure to the area and you might get more pigment than you really wanted there. But if you hold it at an angle, you can get less pigment and you can have more control. Since I do this all the time, I just hold it straight to my face, but whatever you feel comfortable with. And I think another trick is that you really blend out the product. I'm going to go back in a second with a clean brush just to smooth everything out so it's not that harsh. So after that, I'm going to go in with a more terracotta color on the palette, and I'm going to make my forehead look more narrow. So I'm just going to tap off the excess, and then I really go right up to my hairline just so there's not any sharp lines and so people can't really tell that I've contoured. So I don't take it, halfway into my forehead. I just do the perimeters and I really blend it in. So as you can tell, my forehead already looks a little bit smaller, and that's what I'm going for, so that's good. And I make sure not to take it down right next to my eye just because I don't want this part of my face kind of dragged in. I want to extend that. But if you have a bigger face, you can do it all around your face depending on what effect you want to get. So since I part my hair on this side, I have kind of like a receding hairline, but I think every girl has that. And I make sure to go right up into the hairline just so you can't see my white scalp or something like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like not blended out with a clean brush, but I think right now it looks pretty good even if I didn't blend it out. It really helps in focusing on the middle of my face and bringing more light to that area. Okay, so then for the jawline, I'm going to go back in with the muddy brown color. I'm not sure what the names are of these, so I apologize, but I'll go ahead and list everything in the description box for you. So right after that, I'm gonna go right underneath my jawline just to define the jawline a little bit more. And this is a really great tip I found, especially being a fashion blogger and taking a lot of pictures of myself. The more your jaw is defined, the better you look in headshots and any kind of pictures you take. So I would highly recommend, if you're taking pictures for anything, if you have prom or anything like that, special event, just to define your jaw. I think it makes such a huge difference for me, so I love this step especially. And then I also make sure to just blend it down my neck just a little bit so there's not, like, again, a stripe on my face. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose just to make it a little slimmer and less wide. And I'm gonna go in with a eyeshadow brush. It's just really fluffy and really light. I'm honestly not sure where I got this because it's really old, but it works great for this. So don't use anything that's really compact, something that's really fluffy that you're able to move the product around a lot on. So I'm going in with the same muddy brown shade, and I'm just putting a little bit because you do not need a lot, and I'm just going to contour the sides of my nose. And I'm also going to take it right up to my eyebrow just to hollow out that area as well. So I don't know if you can tell, but I can definitely see in the viewfinder of my camera that this side is a lot more defined, and it kind of focuses on the high points of my nose rather than the exterior of my nose, and this side is not done. So although this side does have a stripe down it, I'm going to blend that out in a second, but I'm going to do the other side again. And then I also do the pointy tip of my nose just to focus in on that as well. And then lastly, I'm going to take that same brush and the same muddy brown color, and I'm going to put it right underneath my bottom lip just to make my bottom lip look a little bit more pouty. Okay, so that's the contour done. Now I did mention that this is a simple contour routine, so you can use this on a daily basis. I didn't use any liquid contours, so nothing's hard in this look really, but it does define all of the areas that I really want it to, and I think it gives a really natural effect. But after that, I do like to be a bit more bronzy, so I go in with a bronzer. So I do the bronzer last just to warm up my face even more because I like to look tanned. And I am going in with another matte bronzer. I like matte bronzers the best just because if you have any kind of acne or scarring, it doesn't highlight anything, it's not shimmery. So I'm going in with the Nars Laguna bronzer, and I love this bronzer just because it matches the warmth of my skin tone and it creates a natural shadow effect. So I'm just going to take that on an Eco Tools brush, but I'm just going to bronze up my face even more. And then I'm going to apply my blush just to bring some life back into my face. And this is the Real Techniques Multitask brush, which is my absolute favorite blush brush. If you haven't tried Real Techniques, they have the softest brushes. They're sold at Ulta, by the way, and they're really affordable. So I'm going to take that with Cargo's Blu-ray High Definition Makeup, and this is in the color just regular pink, and it's just a really pretty pale pink color, and I think it would suit a lot of different skin tones. So I'm just going to take this right on the apples of my cheeks and kind of drag it upwards. Then I'm going to go in and highlight my face, so I'm going to take the banana or yellowy color right there in the middle, and I'm going to take this on the same brush, just a clean one, and I'm going to put this right under my eyes, right where I put my liquid concealer. And then I'm going to take the powder color and just powder my T-zone, or wherever I get oily. Okay, so I turned down the brightness on my camera just so you guys can get a better view of what my contour really looks like, because I feel like the white balance on my camera was kind of making me look washed out. So this is what my face looks like in natural or semi-natural lighting. So it's definitely bronzed up, and I like that effect. So the last thing we're going to do is take the highlighting shade. So it's this right here, and it has a bit of shimmer in it. We're going to take this on a Real Techniques setting brush, which is perfect for highlight. It's just the perfect size. It fits right there. So I'm just going to take a little bit and apply this to my cheekbones. So I don't know if you can tell, but the highlight isn't too strong in this kit. I like a really strong highlight because I'm like obsessed. But I feel like this one is really good for your nose. It just adds some more luminosity back into the skin. But if I did want to go a bit more dramatic with it, I'll go in with my Holy Grail Maryloumanizer by The Balm, and I'll apply this to my cheekbones over top. So as you can tell, that is like insane. I'm gonna have to dole that down a bit. And then I'll also just apply this to the Cupid's bow. And then the last step I do is just set my makeup with any kind of setting spray. This is definitely optional, but I feel like it helps really lock your makeup into place. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like videos like these or fashion videos, because I do have those at least twice a week on my YouTube channel, as well as my blog, dailydoseofdarling.com. Make sure to follow me on all the social media platforms if you like that sort of thing. So Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, anything like that, I'll have all that linked below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!